Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out RV Daydream, and guess what? We're on our way. I've been riding on a daydream. Heidi has been getting all of your comments and all your messages, and she appreciates it.
I do. Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, that was really nice. So today was the funeral, and yeah, we went ahead and took care of everything that needed to be done. And we had the truck in the truck's been packed for a few days, and then the camper, we got the last little bit that we needed, and all we know right now is we're headed south. We're obviously still in Ohio, but we didn't want to give you any kind of an update at the house anymore. We've been talking about getting ready to go on a trip for some time now, and there was no reason to update that. So yeah, we're heading out. We're like I said, just heading south. Well guys, we're making pretty good time. Last we checked, the truck's getting about 12.5 miles to the gallon, staying right at about 64 miles an hour except for right now. And we're crossing over into West Virginia, so yeehaw, wild and wonderful. For a lot of people that don't know this area, which you viewers that haven't traveled through West Virginia or even parts of Ohio, there's sections that are very, very hilly and you know, up and down and twisty roads. You know, right now we're in a pretty flat section and it's not so bad. And the only thing I don't like is I got to keep my speed up, you know, to accomplish the next hill without downshifting, without allowing the truck to come out of overdrive. You can see here that I'm traveling just about 64 miles an hour, so my GPS says 65, and I'm just over 2,000 RPMs. Now, if I have to take it out of overdrive to go up a hill to maintain speed, it puts it right around 3,000 RPMs, and then that'll climb and get me back up to where I was before. So, again, you can see, I'm trying to hold you steady here as we go over some bumps. Like I said, about 2,000 RPMs just above, and 63 miles an hour, even though my speedometer don't show that. So it's a little bit of a hike whenever you go up hills. Like right now, I'm losing speed. I'm down to 59. Heidi just took it overdrive off for me since I'm holding the wheel and the camera. And then if I just maintain just a little bit more RPM than this, I'll climb right back up to 64 miles an hour, which right now, even with all this hill climbing and this up and down and twisty road stuff, and us stopping to grab some tea and take a potty break, we're still averaging 10.5 miles a gallon, so we're doing pretty good. Well guys, we're in West Virginia still. A lot of rain, and the traffic got real heavy for a Friday night. We stopped, out of all places, there's a Burger King here. We forgot our sandwiches in our refrigerator that we were going to eat on our way. So, yeah, it wasn't great on gas because of all the hills. I went ahead and refilled my rear tank. Went about 270 miles, and I'm getting about 8 miles to the gallon through all the hills, which it's kind of expected. So I checked the oil. Looked like my oil was a little bit low, and I just did an oil change, so that's something that we'll have to take a look at too. I mean, the engine does have 172,000 miles on it, so it shouldn't surprise me that it uses a little bit of oil, especially again through the hills. I mean, there was a time that I was running 3,800 RPMs for a couple miles in second gear just to stay at 50 miles an hour. We'll see what happens here. Now, as far as the rest of the trip and you know, gas mileage, should go much better once we get out of these hills. As far as what we're doing tonight, we're not sure. We're going to keep on driving and see how long we can go before I'm too tired. So Heidi's coming back from the bathroom, and we're on our way. Well guys, here we are going through one of the tunnels. It's amazing that they cut this through the mountain. far as going southbound, this is a long journey up a pretty big hill to get to this tunnel. Same coming the other way, if I'm not mistaken, from what I can remember. One of the tunnels, either the first one or the second one coming back, there's a pretty large hill getting into it. I think they call it Big Walker. It's 55 through here, and I'm only doing 43, but it seems like I'm going a lot faster than that. And here's a sign, welcome to Virginia. I used to say something about Virginia's for lovers or something, but now it's, yeah, Virginia's for lovers. All right, so we're back in the rain. So, whoop-de-doo. All right, so here we're going through Big Walker Mountain Tunnel. So coming the other way, I know that there's one hell of a hill to get you into this tunnel. We just went up a really big hill, probably the biggest hill I've ever had to go up on this truck so far. But the truck made it. The water temperature went up to 210, but it made it. And right now, as we go through this tunnel, it's all downhill.
Can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel that it's downhill. I'm barely touching the gas. It's only 55 through here, so. But yeah, we're definitely into Virginia now. If you guys don't know, again, this is for viewers that have never been out or around this area. There are no radar detectors allowed in this state. They are against the law. So you better have some really good ones that have the ability to hide themselves or just unplug them. You're not even supposed to have them in your dash, but I just unplugged mine. And quite honestly, I'm probably just going to take it out of the window because it doesn't make any sense. I really don't speed whenever I'm towing. I don't know. It just seems kind of foolish to have it, but if we unhook somewhere, then I need it because sometimes I might get a little heavy on the foot. So right now it's 12:30 at night, just after midnight. So we're going to try to find ourselves a place to maybe bed down. We're going to keep on driving a little ways and see if we can find something. So we'll pick it up a little bit later. Well, guys, we're in Fort Chiswell. So they say on the map. I have no idea where that is, actually. We stopped at a Flying J, and the RV parking, although there's a couple spots now, was all taken up. But there's places to sneak in here, and that's exactly what we did. However, I only got 3 hours sleep. The nice thing is all this noise that's out here going past our RV sounded a lot like our house. It doesn't bother us. The traffic didn't bother us. The light, maybe. Quite honestly, we were caught in between if we were going to take a shower here, if we wanted to take a shower in the RV. Did we really need to even take a shower? Because we got cleaned up yesterday, and we really didn't exert ourselves because the RV was all packed and hooked up and everything, except for the weight distribution bars. So we're going to head out, and I'm not sure where we're going to stop at next.
I'm Johnny come lately.
Yeah, Johnny's come lately. I'm not sure where we're going to stop at next, but we're going to head out towards, well, just continue south on 77 and see how long I can go before I start getting tired. Because it's not like we're trying to get anywhere, but we know this section of road and this section of the state and the next state. I mean, there's really nothing there. I'm sure we could find an attraction if we looked for it, but we've traveled this stretch of road many times over many years. Every time we've ever gone to Florida or Myrtle Beach or anything like that, Outer Banks, we've always gone down through this way. So nothing really for us to see here that's out of the ordinary. But we'll bring you along. So this is kind of day 2. I'm going to tack this on, I'm sure, to day 1 because we didn't have much going on there. And I hope that I can get these videos up at a decent clip, because right now we picked up a Verizon hotspot to go in addition to our T-Mobile hotspot. And right now T-Mobile out here is goofy. There was one point my phone said I was hooked up to AT&T, which was really odd. And even though it says I have 5 bars, it doesn't say I have 4G. So there's really no data. So I'm sure I can make phone calls on that, but no 4G, no 3G, nothing like that. But the Verizon hotspot, it's full blown and it's fast. It's normal here, even before we put it in the WeBoost cradle. So I guess I expected that. That's why we have that hotspot. So let's get rolling here. So guys, we're going through, I don't know. We're south on 77 going towards Statesville. And this is a long downgrade. You can see the mountains off in the distance, and all these trucks have got their low gears on. I've got my overdrive off and letting this thing do what it can to slow down without using the brakes. And there's a lot of crosswind through here, which you can see the runaway ramps, and look at the wind in the trees. So we're going to hang on to the RV here and see if we can stay on the road. Because there's definitely some strong wind. I'm only doing 60 miles an hour, but yeah, it's funny. Just you can see the trees, how they're just blowing around. I think the downgrade for the most part's over with, but man, these crosswinds are crazy. Makes me want to put another turn on my sway control back there. But it's a real nice area. I mean, as far as the way it looks and that, it's really nice, you know, mountainous, and sometimes the trees break open and you can see, you know, for miles. But yeah, this is nice on the gas mileage going down the hill until I got to use my engine to slow it down. But yeah, this is for a lot of people that we see on YouTube, a lot of RVers, you know, they're showing us out west, and there's a lot of mountains out there, obviously. And there's a few people that didn't realize that, you know, there's that much up and down driving through this part of the country until they come out here. So that's kind of why we're mentioning it or even showing it, but that's it. We wanted to just tell you that there are hills considered mountains. Anybody that knows geography obviously knows that there's mountains out this way, but a lot of people don't. There's a lot that don't. Alright guys, so we drove down the road a little ways and we're in Mooresville, North Carolina. Heidi's keeping track of that for me because I'm not paying attention. We had to go through a little bit of construction, which isn't bad. Today's a weekend, so not a big deal. But we stopped at Cracker Barrel. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yay, Cracker Barrel. We've got a bunch of gift cards for Cracker Barrel, like $80 worth, so we figured that we try to use them. We're most likely going to take a little shower here, maybe. And yeah, I may have to take a little nap because I'm kind of droopy-eyed. I thought as soon as the sunlight came up that I'd be okay, but only 3 hours sleep and I can start to feel it already, so that's not good. And I don't want to be driving into a city of any kind feeling kind of droopy.
Took you that long to get to sleep?
I got to bed, sleep at 1:20.
Oh, I must have been way...
Yeah, you were. And a bad thing, the only bad thing on the truck, well, I used a little bit of oil. That I'll have to check the oil before we leave here, but My airbag in my seat, the lumbar support, I filled it up, and I filled it up more than I normally do.
You blew it up.
And it just blew out. I don't know what happened there. It just popped. It was weird. I thought the seat felt like that it clicked one, setting back, but I realized my shoulders were still in the same position. So anyways, we're gonna go in here and get something to munch on and then see what happens after that.
Well, Michael had his nap and we're getting ready to check out of the Cracker Barrel after he checks all the fluids and tire pressures and everything in the truck. Got the camper all situated, ready to take off, and who knows where we're going next. Stay tuned. We have a little delay here, people. Not sure what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we got a parking lot here that we've been with for the last 10 minutes. Supposed to be multiple cars in it.
There's no wreck on North. They're just stopping and taking pictures and Facebooking.
Just like you're talking.
Anything you're gay?
Nope.
All right, guys, so we stopped somewhere. We're on our way to Charleston. We're cutting across, we went through Columbia and got on 26. And traffic's horrendous, and I'm sure that's pretty normal. It's getting kind of warm. The truck got warm because we got in that accident, and it never really got cooled off to the point that I like it. So guess where we're at? Yep, another Cracker Barrel. We went and got gas at the gas station that's relatively close, and went ahead and topped off both tanks since we stopped. That way, whenever we get our bellies full, we can continue on without necessarily stopping for a while. That's our plan, but who knows what's going to happen. So that's where we're at right now, and we're still not anywhere particularly nice. It's just traveling. Everything's traveling. We're getting later in the evening. It is 7 o'clock right now, or 6:50, close enough. And I was getting a little tired. I thought we was going to do a lot better as far as time, but man, every time it downpours, everybody slows down to 40 miles an hour and it becomes a parking lot. And then there was an accident. There was actually an accident that they'd shut down 77 in the southbound lane. But right now, we found a place, and I'll show you here. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It was only about 3 miles, not even 3 miles from 95. And these are all full hookup. Every site here is full hookup, 30 amp, 50 amp. Wi-Fi is limited, but they also have cable, and it's every site. It's $30 a night. So we're going to head out, and they're going to give us a spot. Almost all of them are pull through. We just want to make sure we don't get stuck anywhere. So we found our spot here, and oh my God, look how filthy our camper is. It's pretty dirty. Oh, it looked like we washed it. Yeah, that's what happens when you're out in all that rain. So you can kind of see the general lay of this place, and I'll be honest with you, it's pretty open. There's a horse ranch that's over at the entrance, and then all behind us looks like some sort of ranch or open field. It's got to be a ranch because they have a double fence. There's some permanent campers here, but not very many overnighters. You can see there's a pavilion and some sort of gazebo over there, and it's really nice. I mean, $30 a night, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. I bet you it's quiet out here.
$27.
Oh, it's $27 because we have a
Sam discount.
Yeah, we went ahead and got that good Sam, so $27. She said that just happened. So the storms that we went through must have caused some high winds at some point out here. Of course, we missed most of the hard storms. We had hard rain, but that's it. So you can see they still have sites available, and again, they're all full hookup. The polarity's correct on the voltage. The voltage is strong. The water pressure's good. The water's good. It's not bad. We just said, give us a pull-through site that's dry. I got a two-wheel drive truck. I don't want to get stuck. You guys know why that is. So this is what we got. She drove us out here on the cart, and we're set. So we're going to go in here, close out the day, and get ourselves some food. So guys, as always, we hope to see you out there.
Bye.
Bye.